out how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward.
You're listening to the Wrestlebread podcast.
Cut the shit.
How many red carpets you guys want to walk in your $4,000 ridiculous heels? You will never be able to lace up my Chuck Taylor.
This is your fault? This is your fault?
I didn't get mad when you stole all my moves.
Your daddy's not here anymore.
How was your movie, by the way? I missed it.
Mine went straight to DVD, just like yours.
Careful you don't hurt your neck again going through those ropes.
For some reason, I realized I am muted. Yes. So I was muted. So it's very weird. My computer is that's why you did because my is still showing. Well, now it's doing the intro, and I always go to my tablet to make sure that times are synced up because at first it was 2 seconds. Went and grabbed some water, then it turned to 20-second delay, and yeah, now it was showing that I'm still mute because it's still doing the intro right now. So happy Thursday, first of all. Thank you to tuning in to episode 193 of the Wrestlebread podcast. We are going to be going over Money in the Bank and some rumors and stuff like that as well. A main weekend. First of all, happy after 4th of July. I hope everyone had a great time at over the 4th of July extended weekend as well. And first of all, shout out to the chat as well with Dom, your face. So good to see you. And can't wait to hear what you got for us. And then, yes, it was definitely muted because I didn't realize things still being muted. So I gotta check out the computer, fix it, do all the tech stuff with it, probably get the hubs to look at it as well. But yeah, interesting day. First of all, I should have turned my air conditioner back on because it has been a heat wave. And normally I'm like, we're El cheapos here because the electric was too damn high, and we normally wait till it gets to like a heat wave before we turn on the air because, like I said, the electric bills can skyrocket. And then it just got so hot, we was like, are we throwing the conditioners on? And I just turned it off. It is 9 o'clock in the evening on the East Coast, ladies and gentlemen. I turned off the conditioner and I'm starting to feel fucking hot in that. So applause for the heat that's going on here in Philly as well. Shout out to Tribal Chief of Podcasting, Devin. What's good, First Lady? Thank you guys so much for tuning in, whether you're watching this live or you're watching this back on replay. I still appreciate everyone tuning in. But first, we get into first of all, I got to do introductions and everything like that. First of all, you don't know who I am. My name is JD, the First Lady. Okay, and this is Bloodline Entertainment Network. If you don't know, the Bloodline Entertainment Network is we're a group of amazing podcasters and writers as well that is very passionate about sports entertainment, gaming, movies, and everything like that. Instead of clicking to all these different tabs and websites and everything like that, and possibly get some biased news less about that, go one website, go to a group of people passionate about what it is that they talk about and everything. And that's the Bloodline Entertainment Network. Make sure you go to the website, bloodlinenetwork.com, where you can come across, like I said, amazing articles. If you're a fan of sports, entertainment, wrestling, movies, anime, gaming, fantasy baseball, fantasy football as well. It's all on one website, and it's bloodlinenetwork.com. Also, be sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are close to 300, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we about to do Spartacus out here. It's close to 300. We are at 299. I was at 298. So whoever was Mr. 299 or resubscribe. But yeah, we're close to 300. If you are Mr. or Mrs. 300, please let us know in the chats wherever we are doing. Let us know that you are number 300, and we'll talk to you. We'll acknowledge you definitely. Maybe a little more from if TK said last night. But yeah, definitely check it out. And then on top of that, ladies and gentlemen, we got merchandise. That's right, you heard me correctly. Merchandise. Get you a nice ass t-shirt or a tank top if you want to show the guns of the sun. Okay, go to a website, bloodlinenetwork.com/merch. We got t-shirts for the men, we got t-shirts for the ladies. Okay, if you don't watch wrestling or anything, just tell her that you brought this shirt. Acknowledge her. She'll appreciate it. You won't know the difference. We also got shirts for the babies. Yes, get the onesie for the ones. All right, and make sure everybody acknowledge whoever, yourself, lady, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your kid, your niece and nephew, whoever. Hell, if you want to get a baby, you should put it on your dog. I'm not gonna be mad at you. Okay, be sure to go to the site bloodlinenetwork.com/merch to get all the merchandise. We don't have just t-shirts. Well, we first of all notebooks. We got mugs and we got beach towels. Well, you should try to go to the shore at the Tribal Chief podcasting does. Get your ass off the sand and use the beach towels as well. And look fucking cool. I'll do it. There may be a wrestling fan who will sit there and see what you're wearing and up the finger to acknowledge you as well. So yeah, so we got all that. And then on top of that, if you enjoy, first of all, we've done plenty of watch alongs these past couple weeks with the watch along the Money in the Bank. If you didn't check that out, be sure to check that out. We did a watch along, or pretty much a rewatch on the past weekend from Money in the Bank. And we also did a watch along for the Door as well. You can go back and check that out. If you want your type of thing, you just want to see the reaction of Roman Reigns get pinned, you can refer for the video and get that our reaction to all that as well. But if you enjoyed getting together, especially when I do my prediction shows with my Bloodline brothers, be sure to tune in tomorrow night. Gaming with the Bloodline. We'll be doing Jeopardy. That is tomorrow Saturday at 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as well. Go to the YouTube channel or Twitch, and you can check us playing there as well. And you have a good time no matter what watching. We can sit and watch a world premium live event pay-per-view of 2023 and it still be a good time as well. So and be sure to check out, and I'll go over later on in the episode of all the amazing podcasts that we had as well. So let's get into some news rumors. What's the dirt around here? So if you did check out WrestleMania, and I'll go more deep into it. No, I'll just talk about it now. As you know, John Cena showed out of nowhere. Randy and all of us showed up. Basically to talk about WrestleMania coming to London. According to Dave Missler, the reason of what was to make a statement after AEW's impressive ticket sales for All In. Since Messler since he was at the WWE, could sell 2 nights at Leeds Stadium and could break whatever record AEW does, and also create influence to demand for London to pay for WrestleMania there, like they did for Clash the Castle in Puerto Rico for Backlash as well. Truthfully, I want WrestleMania to come to UK forever. Those international fans are amazing. If you are an international fan listening in, you're planning to come to see for WrestleMania, bring all the energy. I'm amazed at the international fans because they come up with some neat fucking chants. It's like we saw at Me in the Bank. The whole "you hate stand up. Of course, the Bailey song that Bailey will forever hear that every time she's over in the UK. So I really hope that they do WrestleMania over there. Fuck what time starts with us. Tune in, check it out anyway. So I really hope because whenever WrestleMania is around, the international fans are always the one across the sea come over and check out whatever city that WrestleMania is in and everything as well. So I think that it'll be great for them to have WrestleMania over there. Let our asses go over there, something like that. Now, if it's for me at 41, I don't know, because I don't know if I'm rich enough to cross overseas to go to Mania over in the UK. Don't know if I'm richer yet. I don't really play lotto. Sometimes if food hits me, I may play it, get the lotto is hit high enough. So maybe I'll hit the lotto for then. Who knows? I do find it very funny though that normally announcements for WrestleMania that's coming for the following WrestleMania year normally done in November or October, whatever, anything like that. It's never been, from what I remember, ever been pitched to a live crowd for them to get things going. Now, I understand that I believe that it's the government that is holding up the situation, but y'all could did a fucking PowerPoint presentation or something like that. Like y'all brought John Cena, ironically, as we are leading up to the second biggest wrestling company in the United States, possibly sell out Wembley Stadium, doing their biggest numbers ever. So I find that funny that all of a sudden we're talking Mia in London, and we've been asking for Mia in London, or at least a fucking pay-per-view in London, and all of a sudden it's being done. Whatever. I'm happy for them. I hope it happens. I don't know if they're going to happen soon for 41 and May 42 at that point. If they have 41 already mapped out, so we'll see what they do for 42. Shout out to the Universal Wrestling Podcast. Shout out to you. Thanks so much for tuning in. What's good, you? I know that was a typo. I'm surprised that you come through and did your drive-by of AEW sucks. Every time you come in here, I am talking about AEW at a certain point in time. So shout out. Make sure to check out the Universal Wrestling Podcast as well too. Some other news too. Rifle Lane Todd Breeze still under a deal with WWE through up down. Down apparently includes language that restricts them appearing on the AEW program. Which is what it is. I find it very ironic that allegedly they're trying to do the type of wording, seeing as though he does stream with two people who is currently on AEW's roster. So you don't know, during the pandemic, Xavier with Tyler Breeze, Adam Cole, and Cesaro all streamed together and played Uno and everything. They were called the Party. Because Adam Cole left company, they kind of stopped playing together on stream. They still stayed in touch and everything. But then they started streaming all together again. They even got a YouTube channel. So this rumor is true. I find it very funny that is restricting him from appearing on AEW, even though he is streaming publicly with people on AEW. But I think Tyrese have mentioned he does want to wrestle again. He's retired wrestling. He has, I believe, he has real estate properties. He also has his wrestling school, and I think investments or stuff like that. The whereas he's good to not wrestle again. So that's case good for him. Shout out to Ben Buster. What's good? Thanks so much. Be sure to check out the director's cut. First of all, if you are a fan of movies and everything like that, check the director's cut every Tuesday at 9:30 p.m. EST. And then Shreeps, what's good? First Lee's in the house. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys are interested in fantasy football and fantasy baseball as well, get your stuff streets, okay? He has all the information that you need for fantasy baseball and fantasy football. Well, we're under 2 months away from football season. Get your information now, go to the website and go check out Road Slappers as well too. And then this was something that a lot of people talked about. I actually leave the next room last because I have a lot to say about it. But those for our gamers out there, AEW Fight Forever has come out with some criticisms. I mentioned it on my I believe for the Forbidden Door predictions. Yeah, Forbidden Door predictions. My opinions on first playthrough. Dubs hasn't played since, but it does have some issues. It's a fun game from what we played so far. There's the drive-by. There's the drive-by. But yeah, the game has issues. I feel like if you were looking to buy it day one, truly, be 100% honest with you, don't. I like AEW and I like, feel the game and thing like that. Has issues. Like if you can, I could feel so you can possibly reach some of the things. Like it's very hard to know. Like the finisher system is is confusing to me. I mean, they play it just like legit wrestling in real life. Like how in old wrestling games you can just hit button and they'll set up finisher for you. AEW Fiverr have to do the taunt, and then you have to be in position to do the finisher. So if you're playing as Adam Cole, you do the taunt for Adam Cole, and then you have to get on the top turnbuckle, and your opponent has to be on the ground. So it's not like you press a button and the animation goes off. No, you have to be in position for the finisher. So that requires a lot of patience and a lot of game expertise that is now above my grade level at this point. So I was like, I'll just wait till they figure it all. But it was someone who said a Twitter for people to give complaints about AEW Fight Forever, and also tag everybody. They even tagged Kenny Omega for it as well. And Kenny actually responded. He said, as someone who plays a ton of fighting games and first-person shooters, I always encourage rebalancing when situations like these turn up. There will continue support for the game. So all this feedback and suggestions, great, thank you. I really appreciate the fact that he's acknowledging like there may be some issues with the damn game. And they're gonna fix in the turn, gonna fix in the future. So I'm fine with it. But if you are someone like me who has a very long backlog of games that you need to play, you can wait for it to come out on PlayStation Plus or for go on the sale. You know how it is with game sales. The bitch was going to end up being $20 by the end of the year. So if you want to wait, then you can wait to then. Shout out to Charles. Thank you so much for tuning in as well. And then shout out to the Faction Cast podcast as well. Thanks so much for tuning in. Now, everyone's favorite female wrestler, Nadia, she was presented during Monday Night Weekend with Guinness World Record. She has some of records based WWE. So she has most WWE match for female, which is 1,513. Most WWE wins career for female, which is 75. Most WrestleMania appearances for female, which is most WWE Raw matches, which is 174, and most WWE SmackDown matches, which is 200. And she's still wrestling, so I guess they'll update it at some point. But I've had before. I she's been treated a lot better since though she is, a third generation Hart family. But she's still here. It feels like she is slowly trying to tire eventually. I'm guessing that's why they're doing this with her right now as well. And going on to the social media and everything, if you didn't see, there was a Instagram video, I think it was, or I forgot which one it was, of Rhea Ripley flirting with Samantha Irvin. She's sitting in front of her, blew her kiss and everything like that, and just smiling at her. And of course, my computer is up when the videos, but the way I felt inside when I saw.
You're gonna cry in the car.
Like, it should have been me. Everybody get in line, okay? Because yeah. And they asked, like, someone was filming the whole thing, asked Samantha, like, what do you think about that? Samantha was like, I like it. And I said, we fucking like it. Like, Rick Shea need to walk back. Okay? Shay's in here worried about Logan Paul. You need to be worried about fucking you're really out here stealing everybody's win. Right along with Jay Cargill. That phone reminds me to drink water. So last thing, the last piece of rumor and news that I'm talking about would actually flow right into Money in the Bank. And that was on a recent episode of Click This podcast. Kevin Hart and host Sean Oliver talking about a bunch of things, and the topic of LA came up. So, of course, if you've never seen LA before, he's going to give you vibe of The Rock. Sounds like him. Sometimes he moves like him, everything like that. And he vibes of Stone Cold as well. And Kevin Ashlands, though, that he is a complete ripoff of The Rock and Stone Cold. Feel as though, like, gotta come up with something original, which I find very interesting because and a lot of people mention, like, LA Knight is like the perfect mix of Rock and Stone Cold. Like, The Rock and Stone Cold, if Austin had a child, would be LA. In my opinion, does he have tendencies of The Rock? Yes, but so does a lot of other fucking people. Does he have tendencies of Stone Cold? Yes, so does a lot of other people. The reason why this mainly came out was a promo they cut against Logan Paul. We mentioned, here's that, and if you read it, it'll tell you where to stick it, turn it ways and stick it, whatever, something like that. It's like he's not a complete ripoff of people. He's not a complete off. Every single, like, 5 years or so, we always sit there and say, oh, here's the next Rock. This could be the next Stone Cold. This could be the next John Cena. This could be next Hulk Hogan. And I come to realize that there are, like, full generations of people who didn't know that The Rock existed. They know Lane Johnson and not The Rock. And there's a lot of people who have tendencies of The Rock. It's people who dress The Rock. It's people who talk like him. It's people who steal, like, foreign catchphrases. But me, with LA Knight, feel as though LA Knight is such a unique character. Like, yeah, he may have tendencies, it reminds you of Rock and Stone Cold, but I feel like it's because of the fucking charisma this guy has, and the fact that he says, yeah, just like the what, which is something that he has done for a very long time. I watched late night, and he was in NWA, and I was a fan of him when I saw him there, like, a few years ago. The interesting thing that people don't realize, because everybody's so hung up on LA Knight, this, that, and the thing. People don't realize how much people have been copying for other people for decades. Okay, if you were to Google a certain person named Superstar B. Graham and you watch him, you will see that Hulk Hogan was definitely inspired by him. And we're at the time of our lives. We're seeing a lot of moves that we saw as finishers, either being used as regular moves or used finishers now. Becky Lynch basically does rock bottom. Ken Owens does the start with the kick, everything. The attitude was pretty much ripped off of ECW, made Russian Power, but was pretty much ECW, if the way it was. Gimmick recycled every couple of years. I mean, back in the Attitude Era, it was much like 5 feet wrestlers that were pretty much the same person, damn near. And the thing is, though, with LA Knight, if we're comparing him and saying, like, oh, he's the pretty much a replica because of Rock or Stone Cold and stuff like that, and he's getting reaction that he's been getting past couple of years. That's a great thing. I feel like if it works, if it's something that works, it works. Ricky Starks is a person that gives me the vibes because of his charisma and the way he dressed, but it's not a complete ripoff. And I feel like LA Knight is not a complete ripoff as well. Something that people probably don't even know. LA Knight was on a show called The Hero, which was hosted by The Rock. And even if you get up on social media, you'll see there's other Rock asking him if he's ready for WWE. So The Rock already knows LA Knight, kind of already see the tendencies of, and even before he was WWE everything, he's always been told that he sounds like Rock. And I always said that he sounds like The Rock. If somebody ever wants a bootleg cartoon or anything like that with Rock, you could definitely use LA to do it. So that's my 2 cents about it. I feel like LA Knight is very much over. I'm happy that he's popular. I was very bummed out when he first came up on roster. He was called Max Creed because I felt as though you weren't giving him to full potential. So let's get into my review of Money in the Bank. So starting off, we started hot with the men's Money in the Bank briefcase. First of all, motherfucking UK love LA. First of all, shout out to the UK for being so lively and just so animated and everything like that. Definitely behind LA. They weren't too much behind Butch. I mean, they cheered for him and stuff like that. No one likes Logan Paul. Now I get a chance to really watch back, so I didn't really pick on a lot of the chant that they were saying. I was hoping that someone would do a YouTube video with them following chants were doing, but the most I always found was either the daily chant or if Roman stayed up and Roman Reigns' reaction to that chant. So, it is what it is. But with this match was very good, first of all. And I love the fact that this Money in the Bank briefcase ladder match featured a lot of people who was never in the match. Try to refresh your webpage. Connection is going in and out. All right. Which is crazy because I'm like connected through the landline and I am next to. I'm sitting next to my router. So hopefully that is there. It looks like it's there. Like it. Wasn't checking out the thing aside for a little bit. So about that everybody was hearing what he said about LA Knight. Or at least got this of it of comparing him to Rock Stone Cold too. What I was saying about the men's in the bank briefcase match was that it was a lot of times in this ladder match, and it really was a bit of a fresh air that he didn't have people here that was like, I mean, kind of felt that would have been like guaranteed to go to Logan Paul, but I do appreciate the fact that it was very possible that would not go to Logan Paul because people wanted to go to either LA Knight or Damian Priest. I appreciate that. I also the fact that everyone in this match had their time to shine. Santos Cabal looked amazing in the match. Ricochet is kind of getting, I feel like, a second wind with this because they did have him paired up with Braun Strowman thing. And it felt like it was very stagnant for a little bit. Shin Nakamura is like the cool motherfucker in here. Is getting his time to shine as well. Then with Butch his in the shine, even though he really didn't give the hometown love he wanted, and he was able to get his time to shine as well. The crowd definitely didn't like Logan Paul either, so that was cool. But LA getting the pop they did, I'm hoping that this would push it. I know even Damian Priest won the briefcase. I feel as though he's a briefcase mainly for the purposes because we had Finn Balor going after Rollins for the title. As we saw one that evening, Damian kind of like briefcase and slightly interfered in the match and caused Balor a chance at the title. So I kind of get why I went to Damian Priest. Plus, I'm a fan of Damian Priest, even when he's an archer back NXT. So no comps here. There was people that were really upset that I didn't get the title. Briefcase. But I'm okay. I feel as though that as we know rumors that this isn't high him, that they're afraid won't get over because of his age and everything like that. I feel as though the fear is mainly how he would have got over with the casual crowd. As we've seen with NXT people, whenever they come up main roster, a lot of time are not, the casual crowd are not familiar with them. Of course, the our fans or international fans are very familiar with, the NXT people who where they're at for the NXT as well. And so I felt as though maybe we didn't feel as though LA Knight can get over with the casual crowd because the casual crowd is very hard to impress. Us fans, sit give us a good match. We'll follow you to the end of the earth with storyline follow to the end of earth. But I felt they didn't know how LA Knight would go over with the casual fans. So him getting the chance and especially the pop he got in UK, and I believe the pop that I think they're in Baltimore when he made that promo against Logan Paul, and we starting to hear the crowd say a night with him and everything. I think that's going to help him as well. I feel as though it's a great introduction to LA, and especially with this pre-live event going over in a very crowd to that said crowd to the casuals know, hey, you should pay attention to the guy. So we'll see how he fans out in a couple weeks. I'm very interested to see where we're gonna go for who's he gonna feud from her. I'm interested on that standpoint as far as who he's gonna feud with. I don't think we I recall seeing on Raw. I may be completely wrong, but I don't recall seeing him being set with someone else. I don't think I took notes for Raw either. I did not. But anyway, but I do like the fact that we had all 7 of these competitors had their time to shine. Of course, the crazy ass shot of Ricochet and Logan Paul doing that half finished fly, and Logan Paul kind of shoulder in the table. No one in the Chelsea jail. Okay, they all went over the Logan Paul to make sure he's not going to put that talk shit on social media, and which kind of did anyway, or try to WWE something crazy like that. But yeah, the crowd apparently I did find out that crowd was chanting you still suck Logan Paul after Logan Paul did like a dog splash or something like that to Dame Priest. Crowd was like, you suck. I thought that was pretty. I thought that was pretty funny. But it's just like from this match getting you between Logan Paul and Ricochet, I believe that they had a backstage shoot or something like afterwards as well. I feel like LA Knight is going to shoot to the moon with Dan Priest. I feel like he's going to hold the briefcase for a while. I think this is pretty much going to cause chin when Judgment Day. Finn Balor had been thinking of that World Heavyweight Championship past 7 years. And then have Dan Priest, who has the briefcase, who could potentially cash in on Seth Rollins and able to get the title that Fowler has been wanting and been feeling, upset out for the years. I think that is a cool way to set from there. As far as Butch and Santos and Namora, I don't know I don't know where they go from here. But I'm hoping that they be cool as far as their setup for SummerSlam as well. As I'm making sure that I am still connected to the internet that I'm sitting next to. So from there, we had the women's tag team match with Morgan and Raquel. We got back guys along against the Rousey and Baszler. I catch this, but apparently Liv Morgan was dressed up as Ginger Spice. I didn't catch that. I just saw the fucking outfit and it was like, well, respectfully, Liv Morgan looking good. And then of course Raquel lets us know that she has a nice back. Her back is strong as well. And then there was, Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. Truthfully, like the match wasn't exciting. Was pretty much we're waiting for actually Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler to win. I did not think that this match would be exciting or anything like that because we had Liv Morgan and Raquel who kind of back together, just coming from injury, and then have Ronda Rousey and the Baszler. Truthfully, it's kind of there. Not very exciting as Jen. They just woke up. Hoover is the number one contenders. Everything. It wasn't really that deep of a story this team match, so truthfully, I didn't care that for it. Shout out to Cage, my Q, Nickly. Thank you so much for tuning in. Dan, you need the dirt Chan. Thank you so much for tuning in as well. But so I really care about this match. I'm pretty sure everyone else didn't care about this match. I almost got to go get the drink, and next thing I know, out of nowhere, as the hub should do some sign language to me. But out of nowhere, Shayna Baszler sat just started fucking attacking just started attacking the Rousey out of nowhere. Like no hints that there was a turn or anything. Normally they do a backstage segment. You see like Shayna make a case or something like that, and you gotta get him. Oh, this came out of nowhere and started attacking Rousey. And I applaud it. I was happy to see it. I wanted to be a team, and then it came a team, and it wasn't at all. I wanted to be a team so that Shayna Baszler go back to the space. I forgot how she does her hand signal or whatever. I was hoping that she would I think she does this. I was hoping that she go back Queen of Spades. And so since now the attacked her, it seems we're going back to Queen of Spades. So I'm completely happy about this as well. So then of course Ronda Rousey looks sad because her friend against her. But this isn't gonna make anyone really feel bad for Ronda Rousey. So it seems like Shayna Baszler just turned face forever. So it's what it is. But with the match, it wasn't really exciting until that surprise finish as well. So then after that, we had the Intercontinental Championship, Matt Riddle versus Jana Gunther, who's wearing black, which means he would fuck shit up. Truthfully, I read first. I'm a fan of Gunther. I don't know what it was about this match. I really wasn't 100% excited for the match between them. Of course, I knew that Gunther was going to chop the out of Riddle as well. So I figured that Gunther was going to the title because he's been an amazing Intercontinental Champion star. So with Gunther winning here, with Gunther winning here, I knew that he's going to retain. I was excited for the offense from Gunther's part, but I was watching. But it was just like the match isn't as exciting. Maybe mainly because I've seen Gunther in other feuds where he had very good matches, Sheamus and Drew McIntyre, and a lot of other people as well. But I don't know what it was about this match. It felt like there's something missing from it. I don't know if because it was Riddle's some injury and things like that, or maybe the match was cut in time or something, but just something missing for the match. And so they're, defeated Riddle here, and then out comes motherfucker Drew McIntyre, which the dirt sheets has been saying for the longest of time. He may come back. They're talking about contract. He may go to AEW. This and the third. He's not happy. This, that, and everything else. And so, I didn't even know that McIntyre had gone since WrestleMania 39. Which, wow. But of course, proud for him, everything like that. That looked good. There was a woman on Raw that shouted for him to take shirt off. So, but yeah, I'm happy that McIntyre's back. Seems like we're gonna start a feud between Gunther. It's gonna be difficult. Nothing to have McIntyre win first match back. I am Team Gunther, the general. I am Team Gunther. I hope Gunther holds on to the title a little bit longer. It's been exciting. What's up, Courtney? Thanks so much for tuning in. For checking. Check the episode. So yeah. So obviously we're gonna have Drew versus Gunther probably at Slam. I'm hoping that I'm hoping that they won't lose the title very quickly. Quickly. Truthfully, I wouldn't mind if Gunther win by some heel and we continue the feud between these two. Hoping that Drew can come back and Emily wins the IC title as he's fun happy or something. That's what I'm hoping. Allegedly, according to Dirt, his contract isn't until like early next year, but they may add mine because he's been out, so he may be contract until right after. Yeah, who knows? Who knows with that? So next up we have that man Dominic Mysterio against Mr. Adversity, Cody Rhodes. So I was being for Dominic Mysterio. Yes, because Rhea really was with him, which respectfully, she looked good on set. But I figured that a certain someone was going to fucking come back and sit there and scout, said Mr. Adversity and Dominic, but we ain't that. We got just a straight up match between the two. And it was fine. Truth, it was fine. The thing I find interesting that Cody is no longer injured. He took titanium cap off his arm. Reveal has been completely healed. Dominic has been amazing as a heel. Like, I didn't think he would be able to do it. I thought that he wouldn't be able because he's such a nice. And yes, there are times where he will try to promo and he smile and break and stuff like that. But I didn't give him that much. I thought that he would just completely bomb as a heel. And now he's such a big heel that he came in promos because he gets out of it. And that's in multiple C's as well. So, props to Dominic Mysterio for that and everything. So with this match was fine. Truthfully, it kind of like runs like typical matches that we've seen where he is like where he is like not getting a lot of offense or anything, and then he like this like thing going and the underdog and everything kind of similar to the Roman Reigns, the succotash, the big Roman Reigns matches from back in the day as well. Well, shout out to Any Given Sunday. Great movie, first of all. Love this. Thank you so much for tuning in and checking me out as well. Then for everyone, all in the chat and thing, be sure to check the website bloodlineentertainmentnetwork.com. If you enjoyed what you are seeing here, there's a whole group of us to talk about running WWE, Japan, UFC, football, baseball, fantasy, fall fantasy baseball, movies, gaming, whatever. It's all on one website. Check the bloodlinenetwork.com. And also be sure to like and subscribe. Punch that subscribe button just like we punch our man, that man, Nick Dario. Which truthfully, I'm not live, y'all. I kind of was watching Rhea more than I lately watching the match. They kept cut camera to Ripley. Like, seriously. Yeah. Yeah, all right. Keep cutting the curl over to her respectfully, okay? Respectfully. Ripley ringside. But yeah, this was, in my opinion, was a good match for Dominic Mysterio. I just had expectations of Brock Lesnar showing up and for Rey Mysterio to win because Brock Lesnar showed up. Granted, he up on Monday Night Raw, which is fine. Whatever. That's what you want to do. But I was thinking that the guy Brock in the UK, I was just seeing the fan reaction for Brock Lesnar just coming out to just destroy it. But Brock Lesnar may like to show on Raw, as we've been seeing. So it is. So then after we had John Cena who out to little for WrestleMania to be in London, which I had talked about earlier that I found interesting that we are picking for WrestleMania to be in the city and stuff, whenever behind the scenes and announcing it once we get to the press conference or everything in November or October or whatever. So I thought that was interesting, especially since we are about under 2 months away from ABU being in Wembley as well, which I still can't, but they were able to pull that off. Right now, they're able to wrap off right now. But first of all, as John Cena was sitting there in the crowd like that, Grayson Waller comes out, which shout out to Grayson Waller. For all, he was also not the biggest fan of him in NXT, and that the fuck grew on me. Like, he's very his character very unique. I thought that he'd be see, I was about to say he'd be a ripoff. He reminds me of Son, and I can't think who it is right now. His character kind of was like a bit for me at first, and it reminded me of someone. And I can't think who it is. If he feels like body, I would say like PG era. I forgot who it is. It's with me like 2:00 in the morning at this point. But he vibe of a regular heel, but his ring work is amazing. And then like his character kind of grew from there and everything. And Grace Waller, big fan. Okay, I love how he is now. He is like this like arrogant person, really asshole, funny at this time. He starts arguing for WrestleMania to be in Australia, and I was like, we can do Australia too, but we can London year, Australia. I feel as though WWE needs to go overseas twice a year. Aside Saudi, they love go to Saudi, but twice a year for live event in overseas because the crowd is amazing. They don't get it a lot, so of course they'll be over the moon about it. They'll be very high make pay-per-view so much. I mean, the backlash that had in Puerto Rico was the best backlash reviews that I have seen that I remember. Definitely one of my favorite papers, top bottom is crowd hype everything. So Grayson Waller pretty went promo for promo with John Cena, and he delivered a minion. You know, some John Cena, it's tough to go to toe. You know, word is John because John Cena count promo a lot of motherfucking people, and I felt as though Waller held his. He was nerves. He like had everything like boom, 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 boom between and John Cena. So I was complying with it, and then he's going from having these phones with John Cena. Now he's doing the Great Waller effect on SmackDown. He's gonna have Edge there with him. So it's like I'm very happy that they hype for Grayson Waller, as though Grayson Waller can definitely be fighting on the roster. A lot of people are loving his Grayson Waller effect ticker that they have at the bottom, like these people from social media saying these great things about his stuff, and it's just still back in comments, the smart ass comments they said to people that tracks me as well. So kudos to Grayson Waller about it. And on a slight note, love the way they have presenting NXT people so far. Like what they're doing with Carl Hayes, so happy. I am a fan of Mello Hayes. I was so scared of being on him main roster because I felt as though it turned out like Johnny Gargano, a lot of NXT people who came up to the roster and just like kind of like went, it was like disappeared, didn't know what to do, and based on the at a certain point. So I'm happy that presenting Carmelo Hayes in the match with him, even though he lost, he looked very good. They're teaming him like they have him featured with Seth Rollins, thing like that, with you between Seth and Finn as well. I'm very happy they're giving the respect and champion. It feels that's how it should be. Like if you're NXT champion, you should be seen on the main roster from the time. Like they don't play hot potato with that anyway. So if you're NXT champion, yeah, you should be some main roster from time because with this champion, are the face of that division. So why not have you come to the main roster, let casual kind of get introduced to you time to time, because 9 times out of 10, the casuals are not watching NXT. Really appreciate the way that Grayson Waller has presented and how Carmelo Hayes has presented. Now, not the NXT call have been, very well presented, but I appreciate that there is like they're trying at least with some. So next up, we had women's in the bank briefcase with EI, Becky Lynch, Bailey, Stratus, thank you, Zoe Starks, and Zelina Vega as well. So first of all, to Trish Stratus, first of all, thank you, Trish. Thank you. Respectfully, thank you. Trish Stratus is her first time in a Money in the Bank ladder match. I've never he's been in a ladder match. I'm not 100% she's ever in a ladder match because, of course, when Stratus around, they're not giving in that much. Like she was, they were giving an opportunity, but it wasn't like the way that the WWE has been presenting it. They were letting the women have these 20-minute matches every single week and shit. And they weren't giving women minutes, put on a wrestling, and then once in a while, then know some shit like leaders Trish on Raw or something like that. So I don't think she's in the type in another match, but well, Trish Stratus was amazing in this match. Was she like 100% like fucking boys or something like that. No, but the fact that she is a legend, she's been retired for a while, and she's out there, on the show with women that's like, a lot younger than her, everything. She had her own there. So it's I'm happy with Travis match. Bailey will never away the Bailey song. She tried shush everything like that. It just sang louder. So shout out to the U crowd for really consistent and loving Bailey, whether she is heel or a face. Try to get that out to turn her, but they'll just keep singing the song to make that she starts singing. And you have a whole song dedicated to you that they're still singing to you years later, which is crazy. And then there's a lot. First of all, there's a lot of crazy spots with this match. Didn't really write down the spot, but I predict for B to win the briefcase because I thought that I in my heart I wanted Eos to win it, but I want the feud between Eos and be like a legit feud back and forth and everything like that. I want multiple matches out of these two women, so I didn't want her to win in the case because I didn't want her to cash in on. I want the feud between them to drawn like thin build shit as big as the Stone Cold if you want to. Like I want some amazing patches, some anime style, promos between you speak straight up Japanese to each other. Like give me everything with these two because I feel as though it's gonna be magic between these two. However, Io Sky on the briefcase. I'm completely fine with it. I'm happy with it. I hope that she just goes to Oscar talk it. And maybe if she does and can successfully, that then start a few there of them two just going and forth with each other. I'm completely with that. The interesting thing was we have a bit of the rift between her and because Io Sky was climbing the ladder at one point and Billy had pushed her to knock her down. And then it came down Bailey and Becky Lynch going back and forth with each other, and Sky hands them together. They couldn't climb the ladder, and I thought really good storytelling was the fact that Sky had the time over Bailey to get to the briefcase. That was cool. It definitely is setting up the continued feud between Becky, Trish Stratus, and Zoe Starks. There's a bit of a possible between Io and Bailey. First of all, Zelina Vega's good in this as well. I was hoping that she wasn't going to be like forgotten one, as though we have like kind of like two feet going on around her. With Becky and so I'm about to say Zio, Zoe, and with Billy and Sky. So I'm happy that Zelina Vega got time to shine as well, and she did much as well. A lot of greats between these ladies. Definitely showed like women's money match, and I'm very happy didn't get an immediate cash in. I know there was no women's matches on the card, and even though that Rhea went on before this, so I am happy to get an immediate cash in. The Io Sky holds on to the briefcase for a little bit and just talk to Asuka and Japanese. I'm here for it. So so after that we had the match of Finn Balor against Seth Rollins. First of all, shout the crowd for fucking getting Seth Rollins for felt like 3 hours. Okay. Chris Cole is sitting some jealous as because normally when they cut off a song, the crowd sings the last 2 lines of Judah, and then that be that. Whereas though, because it's a simple melody of Rollins, Rao can sing the damn song for like hours at that point. The match between Rollins and Finn Balor was entertaining. First of all, I knew this match was going pretty good because Seth Rollins is amazing, and then Finn Balor is amazing too. 0% body. I mean, the man got fucking ass here. But I really appreciate the match is to these good chemistry, and I wouldn't mind that this feud between two continue on. I'm not a big fan of the story behind it, like the reason why Finn is going after stuff. Like I get, like, you know, Seth Rollins laughing and everything, but y'all around each for a while with past 7 years. This has really hasn't come up as a big until now. But you know, it is what it is. Maybe Finn just thought about Brantley one and like, you know, what's motherfucker laugh when I had to relinquish show, so let me after him. But it is what it is. I am very intrigued about is the fact that Damian comes out with briefcase to like tease that he could possibly cash in. And it's not like this is, you know, any match. Like this is a match against your guy. Finn Balor is gonna get the title and you're to cash in. Like, are you going like fuck up chance of Finn Balor and cash in the title from Seth Rollins, or are you waiting for Finn Balor to win the title and then you cash in on him? So I don't really think Damian Priest win any briefs here, as though it's turn into an intrigue story between Finn Balor and Damian Priest. I really don't want the judge to bring up because I find all four of them, the chem between them and like their match, everything very good and entertaining. But you know, it is what it is. Going to SummerSlam, whatever bands they going SummerSlam, or even for towards a Rumble, if they like really have that the judge has to break up. It is what it is. But then the match we had Balor was setting up Rollins for the coup de grace, and then they priested to him by up as he was about to cash in or something. And so Finn Balor got affected, and then Seth Rollins was able to curbs for the win. And afterwards, like a bit of an argument between Balor and Damian Priest, because Finn Balor, listen, I've been get this title for years. You could have won and everything like that. And Damian Priest is like, listen, I have a damn briefcase, and some after to do as well. That's why, you know, it kind of worked. And we get to the minutes. The Civil War, Nick Fury, Sarah in the stands watching Civil War. You know, the thing of who is Captain America, who Iron Man's point. What's going on? I was going to this much love, First Lady. Thank you so much for tuning in. And shout out to Ivan and the be sure to check them out as well. So to the main, which the fans were not fans. The fans were happy about Roman Reigns. They don't like Roman. Constantly chanting, "You hate Roman, stand up." I would love for someone to explain to me the fuck came up that chant. How were they able to start that chant and be like in with that chant? Because that's what gives me international fans. Like, I don't know if there's a meeting or hand to say this is the chance to come up with. Like, how y'all come up with if Roman stand up? And I mean, they did chant you Roman stuff and was doing a nursing and but the fuck to get the it hate Roman stand up? People was standing up. Like there was Tarak chant. Like I don't really see anything like it. It was me up. Because then we're filming Roman respond to it and with stand apron and everything. And he's around and people that sit down not sitting down. So he sat on the rim because Roman love himself. I thought that was amazing. then so we had first of all Sokoa chanting Soul Sokoa as well. I didn't really catch some of the other chants they were before it was kind of hard to hear them during watch along, but man, that was so lively. Everything is just so innovative of the chant and everything we're saying. Another part that cracked up was Heyman because Roman, I believe he was going against the Uso at a point. When comes out, he goes over Paul Heyman and Heyman bless him. He's like, "Do you want your sons? Do you want sons sitting at a table?" That he's trying to do, son. He's your sons to acknowledge him as their tribe chief. Like biggest motivation. Let's bring it into it. And then like Roman started getting hype about it, like, my son's gonna answer to him or anything like that. And Paul knowing the right thing to say, first of all, was cool. And it was very interesting the psychology of this match. I know everybody is like still gun the fact that Reigns pinned, but just the breakdown of the psychology of what's going on with Roman Reigns. Like pretty much, I would say maybe since the Usos lost titles, maybe that's kind of started, or really getting not giving kudos to Coach, but since the start of Coach against, it feels like the psychology, the mentality of Reigns as tribal chief is slowly start to break down. If you want to be a guy who has been under for so long, you have to get inside his head. And I going back to Sammy, it started to break down. But Sami Zayn, turning on Bloodline and all beating him in Montreal. But then of course, you had Cody going against him. Then you had the Usos losing the title. Just the breakdown of it was very interesting. The Reigns kind of break down to Lee during the match. He came the match, calm and everything like that. I love the fact that felt like the crowd played into that story of the mentality of him as well, with them saying, if you hate Roman, stand. But the fact that he could go to Paul Heyman in counsel, I don't really see him like mid-match go to Heyman to get counsel. Like he's defeated, having Paul hype him up by saying, do you want your son sitting at his table? Then you also had Roman just trying feeding him and everything. It's the spot where it was with the small like stack up, very reminiscent of Mania of last year. With not last year. Last year? No, it was last year. I had a year before that. With Daniel Bryan at that time and Ed from years ago. So we had that. Then they kill and then see Roman just in complete shock that the fact that he couldn't down spear Samoan and it looked like I'm guessing he was crying something, but he just looked slightly defeated in the face, and you see so kind of look at him like, what the fuck doing? And then him get aggressive. Come on, let's do this. And you Roman get back into it. And Roman's doing so much to try to get he's dealing scene and everything, and especially to try to defeat those. But of course, so those have been together since day one. So it was just interesting to see breakdown of the tribal chief during match. To point that at the end we had Jake Lowe to pinned Roman Reigns, which something that we didn't think we would saw, pick was Roman Reigns and Slow. We would get another Bloodline family member to come, like a third cut or something like that, or is it twice moved or something? I thought I have somebody else to come out, but I am happy that the Mana stayed within these four. That there wasn't like interference or like that. It wasn't like it wasn't you know anything crazy, I should say. Um, so I appreciate. Uh, so I really love the fact that it was such a it was a story that was being told in the ring, but I like the fact that the mental story of Tribal Chief who was on top of the mountain, had a table and everything, and now there are only two people sitting at his table, and you have two people who you know aren't at the table anymore are the ones really they had number. So Jey Uso had pinned Roman Reigns, thought was such good storytelling. Jey Uso is much the first person to acknowledge Roman Reigns as the chief. I mean, the hand man, so Jey Uso, and Jey is the first header to win Roman Reigns since December of 2018. So I thought that we all assumed that when Roman Reigns gets pinned, defeats, that it would be loses title. So the fact that with this now during tag team match and it didn't affect his title or anything, I felt as though it really told the story more. Because just like got the layers to up Roman Reigns as the chief and the blood and everything like that. I really love the fact that we're like, completely bonus right. That's why I was hoping Cody didn't Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. I feel as though in order for Roman Reigns to lose, he had to lose the thing that really made him powerful. That was Bloodline. Storyline is so good. It's so many layers to it and everything. It has been pretty much the maker for WWE. So I'm not going to hold to this story very time. I really see any other storyline that is going to be as compelling as Bloodline, and I do see champion that whole title for 3 years, and you still want to see on TV because you're interested so next of the blind like with Roman Reigns. I don't really time we're going to something like this for a while. I mean, for some of the title 3 years and fans don't get like so tired of that they're like there are Roman Reigns to lose it all, but I know he's going to tune in on Friday to see the next what's going to happen next with Bloodline. Get Joe first of all. Shout out to Joe, the icon. Definitely give me the old Nickelodeon vibes. So what's going on? Thank you much for tuning in this episode and talking about the Bloodline and the breakdown of it. But I'm happy that like completely killing out the Bloodline very quickly. That we're getting how we had the layers, like I said, built up, and now we're getting the layers of it slowly being dissolved as we take part, like, pretty much piece by piece of the blood and having pretty much each person good story to like lawful. I'm very happy Sami Zayn that when he left the bloodline, everything that he went on to go to the story of him being tag team champion, him being United AO and everything like that, and that he still like he and everything that. I love the fact that with Usos that the Usos are they turn on Rome. They're highly cheered. baby face and everything. They are strong as team of Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, and so now we have the Usos that went away from we have the Usos who went away from women. I might have to reset because I had the wrong graphic on the stream. So let me reset again. Okay. I don't know. There we go. There we go. Now the graphic is matching what I'm saying. Hoping that's the feed coming through. It looks like everything's all good. I'm going to have a fight with my computer a little bit later on after this episode. I don't know what else is going on with it. Said I'm plugged directly to the internet. The router, like right to my, like feet away from me, to my left. So I don't know what's going on with the sea. No, I'm gonna have to clean. I'm gonna have to take. Um, but thanks so much though for your questions. Whether you're watching this, shit going down, or if you're watching on replay or listening to the audio. I feel bad from audio listeners because probably sound very weird coming in earphones. Just to finish what I'm saying is that I'm just happy that we're just getting down of the bloodline and that we're seeing breakdown Roman Reigns at him feeling as tribal chief. And I feel like once been broken down, I think once we're down now solo. If as though during this match we kind of like got a hint of him turning on Roman Reigns. The Roman Reigns when like himself, the Usos had kicked out. And you saw Solo look at him like what the fuck are you doing? He sat there and got aggressive and telling the chief, like, come on. Something that we don't really see or anything like that for Roman to be affected by possibly losing. So we have come up on SmackDown. The Usos are going to start with the tribal court, the trial of the chief Roman Reigns. Say that times fast. We're also going to have Austin going to get famous for the title. They remembered that Austin Theory is a champion. AJ Styles versus Cross, which the shift Scarlett and AJ Styles is weird. Like that event right there because Karrion Kross, we and Cross are married, and then I think the casuals know that. So for her trying to like sue AJ Styles is a bit fucking weird. Like Charlotte respectfully, and then like I said earlier, have Edge appear on Jason Waller. So yeah, I'm overall I'm very happy with the way that Money in the Bank down. I feel overall it was a very deep review. There were some matches that we didn't care too much about from like beginning to end. Of course, the matches had great things that happened in it with the women's tag title. I wasn't really the biggest fan of that match, but of course, with that finish, which Shayna Baszler turning on the Rousey, kiss and give us a hint of that going down. So I'm completely fine with that. But yeah, overall, great pre-live event. Can't wait to what goes down with SummerSlam. SummerSlam is taking place in Detroit as well. So I'm not gonna go much over AEW. I did the AEW review with Tim King. So if you didn't chance to check that out, sure to go to the YouTube channel, check out the AEW Dynamite review show with what we did last night. So I'm not gonna go into AEW nights, but I'll put into in there. So I really wanted to go, dive into the to Money in the Bank, because overall, in my opinion, it was a pretty good premium event as well. So I really think my computer after this, because it's weird now, and it seems like I'm still good with the internet and stuff like that. But now things are so, hoping you guys are still there listening. Yeah, but that's it for the Bread Podcast. Thank you so much for listening. You can find me on Twitter at EC17 and my podcast as well. Click in the bio for the social medias as well. If you enjoyed this podcast as well, I am part of an amazing group of people called the Bloodline Entertainment Network. Be sure to go to the website at bloodlinenetwork.com. Lots of articles, lots of podcasts too. And then shout out to Bloodline Brother as well, and my sister who are podcasting and amazing and everything like that. But be sure to check out these podcasts: Cage My Q, Circle the Park Street Wrestling Podcast, the Out Your Podcast, Roto / Top Roll Wrestling, the Broadcast, Him Kill, the Direct Cut, the Universal Wrestling Podcast. Also have a new show, TNT Gray as well. I believe it comes on Tuesdays. You can go to the website and check as well. We also have new shows coming out too. If you did audio, first one in lot. If you are of old base everything, you should check that out as well. Then we have a show called coming. Get It Off Chest, as dealing with mental, that is audio only. Be sure to check that out as well. Be sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're almost 300. You want to be 300? Be sure to subscribe. Let us know who you are when you become Mr. 300, and we will really do, and possibly even more. And then on top of that, hello, like I said before, we got merchandise, okay? Looks fabulous and people acknowledge in streets. So go to bloodlinenetwork.com/merch. The nice t-shirt there. Thanks for if you want to show guns and sun as well. And more than t-shirts we got mugs, we got notebooks, towels as well. Be fashionable, like Devin says, your ass off the crap. Ass off the spots to get your ass. There's no grass, JD. But ass off the sand at go to bloodlinenetwork.com/. We men's t-shirts and got women's t-shirts. Well, we got them V-necks. Women who are spicy. Well, if you want to a little skin that you live in, t-shirt that as well. And we got for the baby as well. Don't forget the baby. Get the onesie, the ones, and like I said, it may be out there will see damn shirt and put up the will acknowledge you as well. But thank you so much for in. If you enjoyed, you're truly you know, my JD, the first lady here. If you like this show, I'm around. First of all, if you are a gaming fan, you can catch me with the Bloodline my show late night game JD on Mondays at 11:15 oh my god, I can talk. 11:15 Eastern time, right? Where Mondays gaming, I am playing Detroit Become Human. You can tell it's been way too long. On Mondays, 11:15 Eastern time PM, I am playing Detroit Become Human. So if you love Detroit Become Human and everything, you can come and check me out as well. Sure. Sorry. You can come and check me out as well. On the Twitch for the Bloodline Entertainment Network as well. Realize that the damn. Okay. There you go. We're hitting in there. The leader is holding on for life right now. Knows I'm fucking fight this shit. I was saying, let this promo, and now they can see me. You can catch me 11 p.m. ET after Raw. Hang out with you on Twitch. Late Night Gaming with D. On Mondays, I streaming Detroit Becoming. On Tuesdays at 10:30 PST, is Wars 2. I'm streaming Star Wars Jedi Survivor as well. Come in, have a great time, you know, talk whatever, fall, wrestling, gaming, whatever. You also find, if you like gaming as well, there's also with the Blood Gaming with Devin. He is streaming on Wednesdays and Fridays at 12:30 night East Coast Standard Time. He is Destiny Tour. So for all Destiny fans, sure to check him as well. And as I said beginning the episode, sure to come on Saturday. We have Game Night Bloodline. It's time for Game Night the Blood. As will be from Jeopardy. So be sure to check out Saturday at 8:40 p.m. Standard Time on the Bloodline YouTube / Twitch as well. Thank you so much for listening. Hopefully, fingers next week that this damn team and YouTube, this damn team will be anytime because I'm looking at an overlay on the screen, but I see you on my tablet. I am here, the plain orange background. So, thank you much if you're watching this on play or if you're watching this. Thank you so much for tuning in. And one's in the chat for bear with me this whole time. And I'm about to sit shit out of my computer and figure what the hell is going on with the connection and everything. So thank you much, and until next time, guys, peace. You're listening to the Wrestlebread podcast.
With one